Our guest tonight is a very funny and successful man who loves basketball and movies so much he combines them frequently. You can see him with Kevin James, Julie Bowen, and Shaquille O'Neal in his new movie, Hubie Halloween, starting October 7th on Netflix. Please welcome Adam Sandler. Hello, Adam.
Hi. Jimmy. Hi, everybody. Jimmy.
Wow, that's quite a beard you have there.
It's disgusting. I'm sorry, it's not a beard, it's a mask.
No, they're different things. You can't just grow hair on your face and protect yourself. Have you been listening to Dr. Fauci, Adam?
Yeah, no, look, Jimmy, when I keep my mouth closed, it's a mask.
You really look, you have like a lumberjack look to you. You look different with the beard than I would have ever guessed.
I don't look good, I know that, but I'm doing it for a movie. But my father had a beard my whole life, and this is very similar to the way his beard was, like gray at the bottom. I don't have gray hair on my head for some reason, but I got grays coming out the bottom here.
Yeah, for some reason it comes out the bottom first. It is very Amish. It's very Mennonite, your beard. It's
awful. No, nobody likes it at all. Like, people on the street go, no, Adam. And I go, no, put it for a movie. They go, no movie. No.
Whose basketball shoes are those behind you?
These are, I'm in Philadelphia right now. I just got in this house doing a movie, and it's coincidental. These are LeBron James. The man who owns this house apparently, met LeBron, and he signed sneakers for him. These are LeBron James, and I'm doing a movie in Philly with, like, LeBron's company's producing it. So this is, but do you like them? Nice.
Isn't that a funny thing we do, though? We will take a man who's bigger than we are. We will take his shoes and put them in a plexiglass box on display.
I know. These are cool. These are size. You want to know what size they are?
Yeah, sure.
106. 106. Jimmy, what is the craziest thing you ever signed for anybody? I have a funny one.
No, well, you tell yours. I'll think about it.
Okay, I had a person one time, I was leaving a haircut, and a kid came out with a bag of my haircut and asked me to sign that, and I did that. And then on the internet that night, he was selling it and saying Adam Sandler's pubic hair. It's a true story.
How much? How much was it?
I bought him back for $65. How about you, Jimmy? How about you?
I think the craziest thing I ever signed is probably Guillermo's paycheck, really, I think.
That's incredible. That's a great one.
He's just sitting on a stool watching us right now.
You look good. Hey, Guillermo.
How you doing?
What do you think of the beard, Guillermo?
I like it. I think he looks sexy.
You got a good review from Guillermo. So you said you're doing something with LeBron. Is that what you're doing right now?
I'm getting ready to do a basketball movie, a scout movie, where I'm playing an NBA scout, and I discover a player in Spain, and I bring him to America, and it's that kind of story, and it's going to be real cool. LeBron's company had it, and they called me up and asked if I want to be a part of it.
Did you meet with him? Does he have an active role in producing this movie?
You know, he's in the middle of a championship run right now, so we're going to get to sitting down and talking after that. But right now, you know, it's a legit movie. It's a legit NBA movie because of LeBron. Like I came to Philly and Kyle Lowry's coming by to do a quick little thing, and you know, I don't think that's because of me. I think it's because he LeBron and that's what's happening.
Don't sell yourself short here, Adam, because you are really you're one of the few guys who really thinks about hey, I love basketball. I like these players. Yeah. I'm going to be in a movie with these guys. Yeah. You were in with Kevin Garnett. Sure. Shaquille O'Neal is in Hubie Halloween, your new one.
Yes. By the way, two great guys that I get to be friends with now, and this new one has loads of NBA guys in it. But one of the coolest things that ever happened to me back in the day when I did Little Nicky, the Harlem Globetrotters were in the movie, and that was like the best because that made you. Did you see the Globetrotters when you were a kid in Vegas?
Yes, many times. Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Neal, all the guys. Yes. Yeah, it's funny now. You see the Globetrotters; they're a bunch of young new Globetrotters, and you're like, where's Curly? Where's Meadowlark?
Yeah, where's Meadowlark?
Meadowlark's dead.
My fault. Yeah. No, I saw him live in Boston at the Garden when I was a kid, and I had Meadowlark threw confetti right next to me, and I remember going home and telling everybody it happened to me. I had to lie. I've been doing that. I've been lying my entire life, so it's like close enough to lie about. Boom.
And you remember the team that they played always, the designated loser. What would be sadder than being part of the Washington Generals? Your job is to lose to the Globetrotters in every city.
You seem like you could be on the Generals. You seem like
spiritually, I feel like I'm captain of the Generals.
Guillermo would start for the Generals.
He's El Generale, yes. So before you were famous, I know you became famous pretty young, did you ever meet any of these players? I know you're a Knicks fan growing up. Did you ever run into any of these athletes?
That's Jimmy. I loved the Knicks so much as a kid, and when I was a real little kid, my uncle Michael was very good friends with Phil Jackson. They played ball together like a Tuesday night game, and they became tight. And I'm guessing they smoked a lot of dope together. I'm just guessing. But those two guys were really friendly. So my father drove me in from New Hampshire to the Garden to meet my uncle, and my uncle brought me back down where the players enter. And it was after the game, and my uncle Michael and my dad and me and my brother Scott, we were there waiting for them to leave. And like Walt Frazier, Willis Reed, DeBusschere, Bradley, all those guys walked past us, and Phil Jackson goes, "Hey, Michael," and came over, and my uncle says, "This is my nephews, Scott and Adam." And Phil Jackson shook my hand, and I was like, holy cow, I just met Phil Jackson, and blah, blah, blah. And then we drove back to New Hampshire, and I'm like, what's going on in this car? There's something weird. And I smelled my hand, and I had Phil Jackson's sweat hand. A 4.5-hour trip. I kept going, Phil Jackson's hand smelled terrible. What the hell? But he just played a game, so God bless him. But yeah, no, I used to go to I hope Phil Jackson doesn't smack me in the face for that. But,
yeah, right. It would
giant
stink.
Phil Jackson head. But Jimmy, when I would go to Laker games, I went to literally 600 Laker games, and I would sit right next to the bench. And Phil Jackson always, I would tell my friends, I know Phil Jackson because of my uncle. And I'd be sitting there and I'd be wait till this. Like, Phil Jackson said hello to me maybe 1 out of 60 games. And whenever he did, he'd be like, "How's Uncle Michael?" And I'd be like, "Can this guy acknowledge I'm a movie star?" One time.
Adam Sandler's with us. Hubie Halloween is his new one. It's on Netflix October 7th. We'll be right back with Adam.
Smokers for jokers.
What's your problem?
I got a problem? I think you got the problem. And I think we are gonna dehydrate. Let's break that up.
Watch it.
Want to die?
Not yet.
Excuse me, Grandpa Thermos, you need to leave the party right now.
The public property, I don't see that happening.
Leave, or I'll beat you with a tire iron.
You and whose army?
Just me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And definitely me.
Let's kill him!
No, don't kill him. We like him. That's Adam Sandler and Hubie Halloween.
Why would they want to kill me? That's terrible.
No, it seems extreme. It really does. What a crazy cast this is. Let me go through the cast.
Yes.
You, Steve Buscemi, Ray Liotta, Julie Bowen, Kevin James, Michael Chiklis, and Shaquille O'Neal. You guys, do you get drunk and just start calling people? How does it work?
Similar to that, yes. Yes, I just, those are good friends of mine, all those people you named, and I love them all. And then we got to go to Massachusetts and make a movie together.
I don't want to give too much away, but Shaq plays a very strange character. How do you explain, how do you tell Shaq what his role is going to be?
You don't tell Shaq. You just say, "What do you want to do?" And Shaq goes, "I'm going to do this." And you go, "Yes, that sounds just fine." No, Shaq is the funny. He gets the biggest laugh in the whole movie. Shaq is just he doesn't demand much. We were shooting in Boston, and he just kind of looked at me, and I said, "Can I get you some baked beans?" And he kept staring, and I said, "No. How about some fried dough?" I got nothing. I said, "How about 6 pints of clam chowder soup?" And he gave me like the big smile.
Shaq enjoys the clam chowder. Your daughters are in the film as well, and they have like real big parts in it, and they did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Does that make you nervous, especially with 2 of them? Because what if one of them's great and then the other one isn't?
That would be tough. No, I know. You only can allow one kid to be so good, and you don't ever be better than your sister at anything. So you make sure that doesn't happen. But my kids had fun. They were. I got very nervous when they were out there, and everybody recognizes that I get a little nutty when the kids are on the set. And when they've been in all my movies, but this was a little bigger than usual, and I start getting panicky and stuff. And the director, who's a friend of mine, Steve Brill, he was just like, "Sandman, just walk away, calm down, let me do this," because I start getting like, "Get it right," and I'm like, I guess I'm nervous about them wasting people's times, that I forced them in the, I don't know, I'm psychotic. But they had a great time. They're sweet as hell, and they had fun dressing up and all that stuff.
Have they seen the movie yet?
They did. They had a, what do you call, a social distance backyard thingamajiggy where they showed the movie, and they were all like 10 feet apart on mattresses watching this movie, and they showed Hubie Halloween, and I could not bear to watch because I didn't want to think my poor kids, if it didn't do well, they'd probably get hurt and start screaming at their friends, "He's my daddy, you better love him." So I was like, I just stayed away. But when I came back at the very end, there's a music that's over the credits, and I saw all the 7 kids dancing and jumping up and down. So I was like, okay, I guess it went well.
And things went well. You've worked with Shaq, as I mentioned, and Kevin Garnett. Who is the better actor, Shaq or Kevin Garnett?
Well, that's a very good question. They both do, like, I've only done comedies with Shaq. Shaq is the funniest. I mean, he is incredibly funny. KG is funny as hell, but he can get pretty deep too. And we did like an extra deep movie together. So two different things. Both great men.
Would you ever consider Shaq for a serious part in one of your movies?
Yes. I mean, when I watch him after the games and when he's talking to Barkley and Kenny and Ernie, he gets real on that. He gets very strong. Yeah, he's a very sharp. I love him. I'll tell you, I forgot to mention with my uncle before.
Yeah,
my uncle Michael. I wanted to get this out there too. My uncle's wife was my Aunt Bobby. She dated Joe Namath before my.
Really?
Yeah. What does
that mean? What does that mean, dated?
I see that they say dated. I'm guessing it was some sort of afternoon, but I don't know. But my uncle Michael was so cool about it. He never got when my aunt would say, and then Joe Namath. My uncle was always very proud, like, "That's right, I followed Namath, not a problem." Not a problem here. He'd point down low and go, "Not a problem." I'd be like, "All right, Uncle Mike's
I guess
down."
that's like Cam Newton playing quarterback for the Patriots after Tom Brady. You slide right in there, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good one, man.
Well, God bless Uncle Michael, and thanks for doing the show. Appreciate it. Always love checking in with you. I hope quarantine goes okay.
I love you, man, and I'm happy you're doing this, and this is going to be an incredible series. This whole Lakers Heat thing is excellent.
It's going to be fun. A lot of future co-stars in this one. Hubie Halloween on Netflix, October 7th. Adam Sandler, everybody. Thanks, Adam. We'll be back. Shaq, Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and more with an NBA edition of Mean Tweets. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Click below to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you want to be that way about it, don't.